Hello everyone and welcome to Bacon. Also welcome to Cinderella Phenomenon Fritz's Route. We're now getting into Chapter 6. If I had been able to have my way, I would not have left my room at all. After everything that has happened, I do not think I want to know what Sir Mithras' request is. I'm also worried about this so-called wonderful gift he wants to show me. Perhaps he means to kill me, along with the king. Surely I should be more alarmed at this epiphany. She's just done. Yet for some reason I only feel numb. I do not acknowledge Varg when he enters the room. Princess, I'd ask what you're thinking about, but it's written all over your face. That, and I happen to have the memories of it too. Poor princess. Your knight in shining armor turned out to be less of a hero than you thought, Stop it. Hurts, doesn't it? Well, I did tell you. I wonder why you're so surprised. Varg, you're about to catch these hands, bro. I think you are annoying our princess, Varg. Sir Mithras' presence, for once, is actually relief. He bows to me, but I no longer believe the smile on his face. Princess, you have my most sincere thanks for agreeing to meet me at such late notice. What is it that you want to show me, Sir Mithras? Actually, answer me this first, as it has been troubling me for some time. Why do you want to kill the king? I see we have much to talk about. Let us walk and talk if you do not mind. Sir Mithras looks at Varg. Do not disturb us, Varg. He's disappointed he can't be part of the drama. Varg disappears back into whatever shadow he'd emerged from as Sir Mithras and I make our way back into the hall. It seems my suspicions were correct. You did overhear Alcaster and I the other night, didn't you? Princess, I must assure you that I have nothing but your best wishes at heart. It is not that I wish to remove your father from power. That is Sir Alcaster's desire. Is this what Jurian spoke of all those months ago? Did she discover Sir Alcaster's motives only to be discharged from the order as a result? Why did you agree to help him? I required Sir Alcaster's assistance for certain things. It was a mutually beneficial decision for both of us to work together. But do not worry. I never had any intention of going through with your father's murder. Is this why you were delaying him until after my birthday? Sir Mithras' smile is almost genuine. My princess is wise, just like her mother. I realize that Sir Mithras has led me into the secret tunnels. Where are you taking me now? My princess is also impatient, just like her mother. The impudence of this man! You said Varg answered to you, but he also carries out Sir Alcaster's orders. It was Sir Alcaster's desire to take over Angiel as cleanly as he could. He sought to accomplish that by killing all those with the claim to the throne. Sirad and Emmeline. But I was never going to let him kill you. In exchange for ensuring your safety, Sir Alcaster required, among other things, a servant. So I provided him with one. Sir Alcaster needed someone that could remain close to him, hidden in plain sight, so to speak. He also required that they have the skills of a trained knight. Sir Fritz was capable of guarding you, my princess, but he was not as capable of carrying out Sir Alcaster's other orders. But why go to such lengths to curse Fritz? Because clearly he was the perfect... Did you not listen to him just now? He explained all the reasons why he was perfect for the role, unfortunately. Princess. Sir Mithras focuses his intent gaze on me. Something dangerous and bright shimmers in his eyes. I shrink back. Any threat to your life had to be removed. Besides, I am under the impression that your loyal knight would be happy to sacrifice part of himself in order to become the perfect guardian. What do you gain from doing all of this? I require something from you, something only you can provide. It is something I had to wait for, as you need to be 18 in order to give it to me. I've been preparing this gift for you for a long time, my princess. It is the gift of resurrection. I will bring back the queen! What? What? Will you help me? What? Mother is dead. Tell me what I must do. I'm gonna go with Mother is dead. Only in name. What? Mother has been dead for years. If she had been alive, I would have known. Your mother sustained great injuries during the Great War. She needed time to heal. What? What about on the other routes? Is that what he was trying to accomplish? Every single route was to bring back her mom? In that case, what's going on the other routes and where is she? Then where has she been and why would she pretend to be dead? Why would she leave me alone? Ooh, that was the right decision. Okay, cool. Your mother is sleeping. You are the only one that can wake her. Why me? My princess, you are heir to more than just the kingdom of Angiel. Queen Hildur was the bearer of the Crystallum Tenebrarum, one of the 2 Crystallum of Angiel. What? As her daughter, you are the next bearer. You are destined to be a great witch, just like your mother. My mother. A witch? Impossible. It is the truth. You were so young then, my princess, and the world was so cruel to you. Why do I not remember any of this? The queen sought to protect you and shrouded your memories of the pain you suffered at the hands of humans. Is this why the people of Angiel despise and fear me? Then once you turn 18, you will inherit the full abilities of the Tenebrarum bearer. With that power, we can revive your mother. Is this not what you've been dreaming of since you lost her? The freaking smirk when he says, I dared not even dream this was possible. For so many years, all I wanted was for Mother to return to me. But now, no, I cannot falter. Mother was the only person I could trust. She is still the only person who loves me. I have made my decision. Tell me what I must do. Sir Mithros smiles and steps aside. Behind him is a large rusty door. Come with me. Oh, she's pretty. I'll give her that at least. A very pretty lunatic. Mother. She is still as beautiful as the day she became one with the Tenebrarum. So she's inside the Tenebrarum. That's going to be kind of interesting. You know, I really want to get into the sequel. So I'm definitely going to get the Ever After, which after I finish this one, and start on that one next, is what I was planning to do. I don't know if I'm going to do Rumples or not still, but we'll see. I might, just to make sure I have like all sections of the whole story, since new stuff keeps popping up. But that makes me wonder if in the other routes where this doesn't come up, is she in the Tenebrarum, and do they find her inside the Tenebrarum, and does that become like other plot points and other routes in the sequels of those routes? This is interesting. Oh, I wonder. Okay. Sir Mithros reverently strokes his hand across the Tenebrarum as if caressing Mother's face. Creepy. These last 4 years I have come to visit her as much as I possibly can, but I cannot wait to see her beauty grace the halls of the palace once more. Sir Mithros turns to me. Place your hands in the Tenebrarum. Wait, before I do this, Sir Mithros, you said you have no desire to kill the king. Yes? Swear to me that you will not allow Sir Alcester's plans to succeed. Swear that you will protect the lives of the royal family. I do not wholly understand why I'm asking this of Sir Mithros, yet a part of me feels compelled to do so. I may not see them as much of a family, but they have done nothing to deserve death. Which proves once again that she was always a good person. She was just a little messed up. My princess. Swear it. Very well. I swear I shall not allow Sir Alcester to kill any of the royal family. You should also make him swear to keep them safe from your mom, but that's not going to be possible, I think. The clock tower chimes. The bell echoes in the chamber. The sound dull and eerie. Sir Mithras' eyes flash as he gestures his hand wildly. Now, princess, now. The air in the room becomes cold. So cold I actually feel my body becoming like ice. Something is wrong. This does not feel right. I try to move away, but my attempts are thwarted by some kind of magical force. The Tenebrarum is pulling me toward it. Sir Mithros. It is too late to turn back now, princess. No. The pull is strong. I am drawn to it like a magnet. The invisible force renders me like a puppet. It takes hold of my body and forces me to raise my hands to the crystallum. I press my palms against the face of the Tenebrarum, my hands framing my mother's face. Her expression is gentle in her unnatural sleep. The Tenebrarum is freezing beneath my fingertips at first, but it steadily begins to warm as the clock continues counting down to 12. The warmer the Tenebrarum grows, the colder my body feels. It feels like it is sapping all of my energy. Like the Tenebrarum is feeding off of me. Huh. Is that because of her mom? Or is that actually what the crystal does? Like, takes everything away and then shoots it back in, maybe? Or is it just giving to her mom this time? Guess we're gonna find out. The pain starts slowly. It creeps up and out until it is flooding my entire body. I attempt to twist my body away from the Tenebrarum surface, but my hands are stuck. I turn to Sir Mithros for help, but there is nothing but crazed glee in his smile. Yes, yes! His eyes are focused on the crystallized form of my mother. I become dimly aware of the tears that are beginning to fall from my eyes. I cannot go on like this. My vision starts to blur until I feel myself falling into endless darkness. Oh dear. Save right here. Okay. I'm going to continue for a little while longer. Mother? Yes, my sweet. What are you doing? I am planning, dearest one. Mother has to be ready for when she takes over Angiel. But doesn't Father rule Angiel? Oh, sweet. Father will soon be too tired to rule. Mother will rule for him, and when you are grown, you shall follow in my footsteps. I will make Angiel a kingdom to behold, my darling. You will never be hurt, and no one shall deny you anything. The people will bend to your whim and will behave as they ought to. There'll be no bad people? No, dearest one, there'll be no bad people in our kingdom. I will make sure of that. And that's the end of the chapter. We're still going to keep going, though. Opening my eyes and moving my body is a struggle. I feel sluggish and numb, and there is a suffocating heat in my chest that makes it difficult to breathe. When I finally do rise, my thoughts are tangled and confused. Where am I? He doesn't have a mask this time. She lives. I turn my head just in time to see Varg rise from a chair just to the side of my bed. Has he been sitting there watching me? And he is not wearing his mask. What are you doing here? You've been out for a week, princess. A week? I think I would know how long you've been playing Sleeping Beauty. After all, I've been here the whole damn... Very quick... Uh-oh. Varg quickly clears his throat before gazing down at me, an exasperated expression on his face. Do you remember what happened? Memories suddenly flood through my mind. They are fragments, but together they create a startling picture. Sir Mithros in a room. 12 chimes of the clock at my 18th birthday. The Tenebrarum. And... Mother. I sit up immediately, only to succumb to a wave of nausea and dizziness. Much to my surprise, Varg reaches out to steady me, his grip firm but gentle. Slow down, princess. You're not ready to fight me yet. What time is it? Almost dawn. Will we become Fritz again in a few hours? Or have I lost Fritz forever? Would you believe me if I told you Fritz doesn't want to see you? The awareness of my last conversation with Fritz hits me with full force. After what happened the last time we spoke, I am not surprised that Fritz does not want to see me. He was too ashamed to face you. I had no idea Fritz would react the way he did to your words. I have most of his stronger memories. Not all of them, but most. I thought he'd have most of mine too, but I guess that's not the case. What memories do you have? That's none of your business. The expression on his face is clouded. For a few moments he is silent, thoughtful. In the beginning they were mostly of you. What? Varg glances away. I notice the way his fingers drum uneasily on his cane and stare. I've never seen Varg look like this. I carefully slide my way over to the edge of my bed, allowing my feet to dangle to the floor. Fritz cares for you, princess. Take my word for it if no one else's. Why is he suddenly telling me all this? Will I ever see him again? Or has he lost to you? Varg flinches back from me, taking a few steps back to put some distance between the two of us. I can't say. I watch Varg closely. I'd never noticed before, but Varg's emotions are very clear if you know what to look for. Well, let's see. Last time it was a good idea to just to press him. But that was with Fritz. I wonder if we're supposed to press Varg too. I know she really wants to, so we're gonna do it. You cannot say or you won't say. Princess. The gentleness with which he says my title makes me think of Fritz. However, just as I am beginning to hear Fritz's voice through him, his demeanor changes once again. The vulnerable man disappears and is replaced by the usual facade. Varg straightens and glares at me. He displays his confidence to hide his true emotions. Seems like he wears two masks. Ooh, yeah, it was the right one. Okay, cool. You're more like Fritz than you would care to admit. Fritz would never harm me. Varg snarls, but he no longer intimidates me. Fritz this, Fritz that. All you ever talk about is that idiot, even though I have been the one by your side this entire time. Fritz is nothing compared to me. Aw, he jelly! Then why do you feel threatened by him? He jelly! My words render Varg speechless. I dimly notice the patterns of red dawn scattered across my room. The sun is almost up. I look to Varg, my eyes seeking Fritz. Varg moves, his eyes fierce as he closes the distance between us. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. How you doing? Oh dear. Varg presses his lips to mine, effectively stifling the rest of the word. I have only a moment to gasp out for breath before Varg kisses me again more deeply. I raise my hands to push him away for a brief second as my mind hazes over in shock. Varg takes advantage of my confusion and moves forward again, an unreadable expression in his eyes as he leans over me. I try to pull away, but Varg tangles his hand in my hair, tilting my head back to press. Okay. No, this is not right. I tremble as his free arm sweeps down my back and eventually comes to rest at my waist. Why is he kissing me? He doesn't even like me. Oh, honey. Anger clears my mind. I ball my hands into fists and shove at Varg's chest. His eyes are bright and out of focus when I am able to look into them. His chest betrays his labored breathing. I wipe the back of my hand against my mouth as I glare at Varg. I do not trust myself to speak without screaming at him. Coherence slowly starts to filter back into his gaze. I can see the awareness in his gaze along with guilt. I suddenly realize that my cheeks are now wet with tears. Why am I crying? Varg takes a step toward me, and though he does not utter a single word, I can see from his body language that he means to apologize. He reaches a hand out as if to touch my face. No! I move back and close my eyes. Oh, this is kind of sad. I mean, it's definitely inappropriate. But I get it. If he has all of Fritz's memories, and he's feeling his emotions and junk, then he feels the same way about her as Fritz does. So it's sad, because it's like, aww. Still inappropriate, but I get it. Aww. I move back and close my eyes. Adiuva, Lucette. I open my eyes when I hear the familiar voice and watch as Fritz quickly rushes to my side and kneels in front of me. His hands cut my face as his thumbs brush against my cheeks, wiping away the tears that I cannot stop. What did he do, Princess? Fritz. I feel suddenly overwhelmed, like there is too much whirling in my mind. I am not sure how long we sit there together. It feels short, like a single moment, but it could have been an eternity. I'm sorry, Princess. I shake my head in an attempt to clear my fractured thoughts. Fritz frowns, but the expression clears as he brushes my hair away from my face. His fingertips gently trace my cheek as he speaks. I failed as your knight. I should never have left you alone that night. I could have stopped all of this from happening. All I have done is cause you pain. And this past week has been hell. I didn't know if you'd wake up or if I would be able to be with you when you did. He looks at me, his expression grim. And I wasn't there when you did. Varg was. You finally know about him? Fritz nods as he gives me a pained smile. No apology could ever be enough to excuse what I did to you. I doubted you that night because I thought what you were saying was impossible. I wondered how I could be cursed without knowing about it. But now, I hate myself for treating you the way that I did. I must have put you through so much suffering because I did not believe you. I know I have never been worthy of you, but now I have betrayed the trust you had in me. He drops his hands and pulls away from me. I don't think I have the right to be called your knight. Aw, I reach out and grab his hand without thinking. Don't say that. Fritz looks at me in shock. His wide-eyed gaze only makes me feel embarrassed, and I have to focus to keep from floundering. After a long moment, Fritz manages to smile at me. It is small but genuine. I don't deserve your kindness. Aw, baby. Kindness. Is that what this is? We sit together in silence for some time, enjoying each other's calming presence. My room is quiet as the sun steadily starts to rise. Do you know what happened during the last week? I'm afraid not. I wasn't myself for most of it. He is fading even faster now, and just when I feel that I've truly started to know him. I've already told you about the disappearance of the prince and the princess, but it seems like the queen has gone missing as well. Ophelia is missing? I can only hope that they made it out alive and that Rod led them back to the Marchen. There they will be safe. I did not think I would ever trust anyone there, and I still don't, but Parfait said that the Marchen is a place evil cannot overtake. And whether or not Varg is truly evil, his mission is to kill them. I can at least be sure Parfait will protect them. King Gennaro is still here, but he is different. He is not himself. And what happened? It is your mother. The day you fainted, that same morning, your mother returned. I can only stare at Fritz in shock, knowing that what happened that night wasn't just a dream. Everyone in the castle is acting as if nothing is wrong. It's like the last 4 years haven't happened. But the instant I saw her, I recognized her. And after that, well, I don't remember what came next. My next conscious moment was today when I saw you. Fritz raises his hand as if to touch my face, but he abruptly pulls it away. He flinches and doubles over, his face contorting with pain. No, not now. I won't let you. Uh-oh. His eyes are cloudy, his gaze turned inward. He is speaking to the other side of himself that I cannot see. I reach out to him and try to call him back. Fritz! He looks up at me and attempts a sad smile. He is trying to make it seem like he's fine. When he speaks, it is through gritted teeth. I'll never let him hurt you. Oh, babies. Can you trust me about that at least? Yes. Lucette. The shadows dance around him, almost tauntingly at first, then they simply engulf him and Fritz disappears into darkness. I take a step back. I hate to interrupt. You again. Sassy! I snarl at him, but Varg merely shrugs. He looks indifferent, as if what transpired between us before never happened. I have things to do today. Varg just that casual. Varg turns away and walks briskly out of my room without glancing back. Alright, we're gonna end things right here. Why not, right? Thank you guys so much for joining me. I am Bacon, and this so far has been Cinderella Phenomenon, which I'm not sure how to feel about some of this stuff. Like, I feel really bad for Varg, but at the same time, that wasn't appropriate, but at the same time, he thought it was appropriate because of Fritz, maybe? And I'm just... And then also with her, and I don't know. Anyway, if you like the video, feel free to like the video. If you like me, feel free to share, subscribe, comment, all that lovely stuff, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye!